So you might be thinking to own your first foldable smartphone, and the Galaxy Z Flip 3 is undeniably an attractive option this year because it is 1,000 ringgit cheaper than its predecessor. It has a whole lot of upgrades over its predecessor as well, but it is still a really expensive smartphone at 4,000 ringgit. And after spending 3 days with it, there are 3 main issues that I found out about it, and I would like to tell you all about it in today's video before you make a purchase of the Galaxy Z Flip 3. This video is brought to you by our e-store, Good Deals by KLGG. You can now pay for your favorite gadgets by 0% installment with your credit and debit card from 100 ringgit up to 6 months by checking out with IOU Pay. What's more, get 10 ringgit off and free nationwide delivery on your first purchase. Visit the link below to find out more. So the number one issue I've encountered with the Galaxy Z Flip 3 is battery life. Yep, battery life is a major issue on the Galaxy Z Flip 3 because it still comes with the same 3300 mAh battery as last year's Galaxy Z Flip. This means if you are doing a lot of texting and social media browsing, you're gonna have to charge the phone halfway through the day. And if you're even thinking to use this as a travel camera, for instance, this just isn't going to cut it. And let's not forget to mention its slow charging speed of 15 watts, which I'm not sure why it is still a thing in 2021. I mean, Samsung should really just include its 25 watt charging on this thing. At least, you know, when I run low on battery, I can get back up fast. But sorry, the Z Flip 3's battery life is so bad that I hardly would call this a compelling choice for a flagship smartphone. And the second issue I've encountered on the Galaxy Z Flip 3 is that it doesn't accept 2 physical SIM cards. Well, this is technically still a dual SIM phone, but it's just that if you have been using 2 SIM cards on a device already, and upgrading to this device means you will have to spend a trip to your telco to switch one of your SIMs into an eSIM. And let's face it, not every telcos in Malaysia here supports eSIM, so that could be an issue if you do not use a service that supports eSIM. And let's not forget to mention that it also doesn't support micro SD card expansion. And the base model of the Galaxy Z Flip 3 comes with 128GB of storage, which isn't quite sufficient for those people who like to take a lot of photos and videos. You'll easily fill up the storage if you just download a couple of games inside. So this is something to look out for if you're storing a lot of things in your phone, or you require to use 2 SIM cards in the Galaxy Z Flip 3. Even though, you know, it's just scanning a QR code to get an eSIM, but I would still call that a hassle. Now, the third issue I've encountered on the Galaxy Z Flip 3 is that it doesn't support Samsung DeX. Now, I think Samsung DeX is a feature that is really important and what makes Samsung's flagship really unique, because you can easily convert your phone into a desktop computer when you need it. Now, you might say that you don't need it, but I'm sure people who is switching over to this phone from another older Samsung flagship will definitely miss this feature because it is actually pretty useful when you need it. And I'm not sure why Samsung has purposely left this feature out, because I'm sure the specs of this phone has no problem supporting Samsung DeX. Now, I know I've just mentioned 3 major issues with the Galaxy Z Flip 3, but I would just like to add on one more thing, which isn't quite as major, but I think this is something that you guys should know. Even though the Galaxy Z Flip 3 comes with a Snapdragon 888 processor, which is extremely powerful for everyday activities and even gaming as well, I'm sure most of you guys who buy this phone would expect it to game well on games such as Genshin Impact. But unfortunately, if you are playing Genshin Impact, that's not quite a good thing, because this phone throttles the game the moment you run it, which means the frame rates are pretty laggy, the game is almost unplayable. It's just so bad that you totally don't want to play Genshin Impact on this thing. But if you're the kind of person that plays Candy Crush, Asphalt 9 and some of the games out there, well, this phone fortunately performs well and it doesn't heat up terribly when you game for extended periods. Alright, so that's pretty much about the issues that I've encountered on the Galaxy Z Flip 3 after using it for about 3 days. And I think you should really consider all these issues that I've mentioned before placing an order. However, after using for about 3 days, I still find this a really nice phone to use. It's really compact, as you can see, and I can tell you that it is way better than last year's Galaxy Z Flip. A full review of the Galaxy Z Flip 3 will be dropping on the channel really soon, so definitely stay subscribed for that. As for now, thanks for watching today's video, and definitely follow us on social media and stay subscribed to the channel for more tech videos coming right out, and I will see you in our next video.